Greetings and salutations, this is Techrodon here with more Resident Evil 2 Remake, the redo. I have some exciting news about Ronan Games, Volume 4. I made like a really smart, purchase because, so there was this collection on the PlayStation Store called, .hack GU Last Recode, which is basically a collection of 4 PS2 JRPG games, and I am currently recording the first game in that collection for the start of Ronan Games Volume 4. However, I am going to be backtracking on the way I was doing things, because if you don't remember, at the end of Ronan Games, or not at the end of Ronan Games, at the moment, I'm only doing one game at a time. Like, I'm trying to get this game done, like this redo done, before I get to Ronan Games Volume 4, mainly as a way to give myself a break from doing, like, the more, edit-heavy and, more often uploads of Ronan Games. But, because I'm already recording the second Let's Play for Ronan Games Volume 4, excuse me if you heard that, but because I'm already recording the second Let's Play for Ronan Games Volume 4, that means I'm going to have to start uploading this Let's Play twice a week. That, I haven't decided if that's going to start with parts 4, 5, and 6 of this Let's Play, or if I'm going to start it after this video and do it with, like, parts 7 and 8. But I'm gonna go back to the previous upload schedule I had, where I was uploading on Tuesdays and Fridays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't know what Eastern Standard Time is, that's the time zone that has Georgia, New York, and a few other states in the U.S. It also has part of Canada, part of South America in it. That's basically, it's the New York time zone. I'm not in New York. I'm just saying that's probably the place that's most well known in this time zone, or most popular in this time zone. So, yeah. So yeah, I do upload at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the days I upload. So this Let's Play is going to be going back to that. But then I'm going to be backtracking even more schedule-wise, because when we begin Ronan Games Season, or Volume 4, I'm trying to get into the groove of calling it Volumes, because I renamed it Volumes for a reason. Because, like, they're kind of not seasons, they're kind of just volumes of an ongoing series of Let's Plays. But yeah, anyway, I'm sorry I'm saying a lot. I'm kind of just like, thinking too fast, and I can't keep up with what I'm thinking. Is basically what it is. But yeah, I'm going to be playing .hack GU Volume 1 and Batman Arkham Asylum when we kick off Ronan Games Volume 4. Now, that does mean I gotta speed up on doing these videos, getting these videos up edited, because I'm already halfway through .hack GU Volume 1, and I already have all of Batman Arkham Asylum recorded. The good news for Arkham Asylum, though, is it's only going to be like 9 or 10 parts because of the longer videos I do now. If you don't know what I mean by that, is that I used to do videos from like 18 to 35 minutes, but now I do videos from 30 to 50 minutes. The shortest videos I'll upload now are 30 minutes long, but most of the time they'll be longer than that. A good chunk of the time they'll be over 40 minutes. The only reason a lot of parts of this Let's Play are shorter is because I have been, like, doing a lot of cuts in this Let's Play, as well as, there's just, the flow of Resident Evil 2 Remake is kind of better in intervals of, like, 30-ish minutes, because, like, that's usually the good chances for you to save are like 20 minutes apart. Which means like I can save twice per videos, like the middle of the video and at the end. Sometimes I'll only save at the end though. It depends on the part, because this part we started off fighting a boss, so I'm probably gonna save twice in this video. Probably like after we get to Nest, and then again when we end off the video. But yeah, I have a lot recorded to upload now. Like I have a week, like months worth of videos to upload already recorded. They just got to be edited, and then I have to put commentary over them. But I'm actually really psyched for, I know that's like probably an outdated slang word. I'm just basically for anybody under the age of like 10 who never heard that, because that was slang word people used to say in the late 2000s, early 2010s, just about. But basically it just means you're excited. Like I'm actually really excited to like be delving into a new series of games, because I'm sorry I'm talking over cutscene too, but I gotta like vent about this. Well, this is not like I wouldn't call it venting, because this is like a positive ramble, so I'm just gonna call it rambling. But I'm really excited to start off both the Batman Arkham series and the .hack GU series, because now that gives me 2 more series to do. If you don't know, I wasn't really doing any series before aside from Resident Evil, Sonic, and Spyro. Like, I did Crash 4, and while I'm a big fan of Crash, I don't really want to Let's Play the Insane Trilogy because I'm not a completionist. And the, like, true endings of Crash 2 and 3 kind of require you to get all the gems. And I don't really want to do that, so I'm not really going to be playing the Insane Trilogy. If they come out with a new mainline Crash game, I'll play that. If I ever feel like doing the adventure mode of CTR Nitro Fueled, I'll also do that. But otherwise, there won't really be more Crash content on this channel. I'm not going to be playing Spyro 3 because the completion requirement for the collectibles is ridiculous in that game, so I'm not gonna be doing it. So sorry for anybody who wanted me to play Spyro 3, but it ain't happening. So that really only leaves Resident Evil and Sonic, and I want to start doing another series of games, and I'm kind of jump starting 2 of them because I am 100% gonna be doing Arkham City later on. Probably not the same volume. Or it might be the same volume. Who knows? Probably not the same volume as, it probably won't be part of Volume 4. It might be part of Volume 5. But I am definitely going to be playing Arkham City in the future. And then there's also the other 3, .hack GU games, which I'm probably going to do Volume 2 in Volume 4 run-on games. I know that probably sounds weird to be, like... For context, the .hack GU games, I'm just going to call them hack GU for short because the dot kind of adds an unnecessary syllable. But the hack GU games are, what was I even, I don't even remember what I was going to, there's 4 of them. And with the Arkham games, I only got to get through up to 3 of them. So, like, also with Hack GU, it's a series I've never played before the Let's Play I'm recording of the first game. But, oh yeah, okay, with the Hack GU games are labeled by volume. You got Volume 1, Rebirth. You also have Volumes 2, 3, and 4, which I forget the names of. I haven't really delved into those games yet, so the names aren't really, like, fresh in my mind. But I might just, like, call the first game by Rebirth so it doesn't confuse with, like, what I'm calling the volumes of run-on games. So Rebirth, Hack GU Rebirth is going to be the second Let's Play in Volume 4 run-on games. And after that, I have, like, 3 planned Let's Plays for Volume 4 after those 2, after Arkham Asylum and Hack GU Rebirth, which is Resident Evil Revelations 2. That's not going to be the first of these 3 games. It's probably going to be the last of these 3 games, because like I said, I'm taking a little break from Resident Evil. Hack GU, I don't remember the subtitle for it, so I'm gonna have to say Volume 2 for this one. Then it's gonna be the second one is Hack GU Volume 2, and then the third one is Detroit Become Human. Those are the 3 games that I'm planning to do after Arkham Asylum and Hack GU Rebirth. Now, is it 100% guaranteed that's going to be the way things go? No, because I've switched up things before. Arkham Asylum was originally supposed to be the end Let's Play of Volume 3 of Ronan Games, but then the DLC of the Separate Ways DLC for RE4 came out, so I did that instead and put the Arkham Asylum Let's Play, which has been recorded for months now, on the back burner. It's gonna be the second time actually that I'm gonna be doing a Let's Play months after it was recorded. The last time, if for anybody who remembers or anybody who watched that Let's Play, I mentioned it in the Spyro 2 Let's Play that it had been recorded as the first Let's Play of Volume 3 of Ronan Games. But what had happened is that well, no, it was recorded as the second Let's Play, because Tales from the Borderlands was recorded first. But it was recorded as the second Let's Play of Ronan Games Volume 3. But then a friend of mine sent me the money. And I didn't, again, I want to specify I didn't ask for this. They just did this out of the kindness of their heart, and I really appreciated that they did that. Like, this friend is a really good person. I appreciate them. Love this friend, but they sent me the money to get Resident Evil 4 because they wanted me to play it, so that ended up being the second game of Ronan Games Volume 3, and then I got Sonic Origins Plus, so I was like, okay, I gotta do a Sonic 3 and Knuckles Let's Play. I gotta finally beat this game, because child me could never do it, so adult me has to actually, strive to beat Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which I did. It was a fun Let's Play too. And then I ended up repurchasing RE3 Remake because I was gonna need it for a Let's Play eventually anyway. I repurchased it because it was on sale for like $7 or something like that. Maybe not 7, that might have been lower, but it was real cheap, was the point. If you don't know what I mean by like why I repurchased it, I have like a list of games that I used to own physical. And when I got my PS5, the prices of PS5s were ridiculous, because I got my PS5 in 2022 before, they kind of became a little more common. But, I got my PS5 in 2022, right? And I had to get the digital version. So a lot of games I used to own physical copies of need to be replaced digitally. That was Resident Evil 3 Remake, CTR Nitro Fueled.
Brother gave it to me.
There was a few other ones I'm trying to remember. Borderlands, the Handsome Collection. Those 3 have already been replaced. I think the only game I used to own that I still need to replace in a digital form is Skyrim. I think that's the only one that's left, because I've kind of tackled all the other ones that I used to own a physical copy of. Even Sonic... actually, no, Sonic Forces was always a digital copy, which is a big regret of mine, honestly, because I never touched that game, and for good reason. Sonic Forces is probably the only... No, it's one of like 2 or 3 times where I got a digital copy of a game, and I was like, I should have just got the physical. I should have just got the physical. Like, I would have been better off getting the physical copy of the game. Like, let's be real there. Because I'm never gonna Let's Play. The problem is that it's not even just because Sonic Forces is a bad game. It's that the cutscenes are blocked. So, like, even if for some reason I wanted to force myself... See what I did there? I made the same pun. Like, 1,200... YouTubers made with the game when they reviewed it. I swear that pun, everybody was literally abusing the fuck out of that pun. But yeah, I could force myself to play Sonic Forces for a Let's Play if the cutscenes weren't scene blocked. But since they're scene blocked, it ain't happening. It's the same reason I can't do the 2016 Ratchet & Clank game, but the difference there is that game has at least fun gameplay. It ain't the best Ratchet & Clank game. I have like a list of like 5 that are better than it, some of which I could never play again because I don't have a PS3 and I'm not paying for PlayStation Premium. So, yeah, no. But yeah, basically, okay, let me do that list real quick because I do have a list of like 4 or 5 games that are better than the 2016 game. That's Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Ratchet & Clank Into the Nexus, Ratchet & Clank Future A Crack in Time, Ratchet & Clank Future Tools of Destruction, and Ratchet Deadlocked. I never played the original trilogy of Ratchet & Clank because I didn't learn about Ratchet & Clank until I was on PS3, and I never got around to getting the collection when I owned a PS3, so I never really got to try the original trilogy of Ratchet & Clank, but I'm sure it's better than the 2016 remake too. The thing is, the 2016 remake of Ratchet & Clank isn't even a bad game, really. It really, gameplay-wise, it's pretty fun. I would say it's probably, from the looks of it, it's better than the original gameplay-wise. It's other areas that that remake suffers. One, I know the writing has to do with the fact that it's connected to the movie, and the movie was just kind of shit. Let's be real. The Ratchet & Clank movie had no redeeming qualities, unlike the game, which at least had the gameplay going for it. That's a reason I kind of respect Insomniac a lot, aside from the fact that they've become a very anti-crunch company. They don't rush games out anymore, and they that's one reason I love Insomniac a lot. But the other reason is, no matter how bad aspects of their game is, they always deliver gameplay wise. I don't think I've ever played a Ratchet & Clank game that had atrocious gameplay. Even though I don't care for the gameplay style of Full Frontal Assault, I have to admit that the way the gameplay was designed was actually pretty well. Same with All for One. I don't care for the gameplay in that, but it was still kind of designed well for what they were going for. You know? The 2018 Spider-Man game has amazing gameplay. That's a Let's Play I need to do someday. I don't know if I'll do it for Volume 4 or if I'm going to push it back to Volume 5. Volume 5, the only Let's Play that I can almost guarantee I'm going to do in Volume 5 of Ronan Games, which is way into the future, because Volume 5 ain't going to be till next year at the earliest. But Volume 5 of Ronan Games, the only confirmed Let's Play I'm going to be doing for that is Batman Arkham City, because like I said, I'm going to start the Arkham games. But I'm also going to be starting the Hack GU games. So I might do Hack GU Volume 3 and Ronan Games Volume 5 as well. So those are maybe the only 2 Let's Plays that are almost guaranteed to happen in Volume 5 of Ronan Games. Again, it depends on what happens, because I could get a new game at some point, or I could change my mind and feel like playing a different game in place of one of the games. I think I'm going to do the first 2 volumes of Hack GU back-to-back, kind of. I'm not going to start recording the second game for a while, but I'm thinking of, it being the 3rd Let's Play after the second game. After the first game and Batman Arkham Asylum. I'm thinking of doing it right after both of those. And just have to be the 3rd Let's Play. And then, maybe do Revelations 2 after it, or alongside it. It depends on how I feel, really. Revelations 2 will either be the 4th or 5th Let's Play, depending on if I'd rather play it or Detroit Become Human first. More than likely, I'm going to end up playing Revelations 2 before Detroit Become Human, because Revelations 2 is a game I have a lot of love for. It's not my favorite Resident Evil game. It's not even in my top 3. It is in my top 5, though. If you don't know, I think I've said it before, but my top 5 Resident Evil games go RE2 Remake, RE4 Remake, RE Village, RE Revelations 2, and RE1 Remake. That's my top 5 right there. And I know most of that's remakes, but you got to keep in mind, I never played the original versions of Resident Evil 1 through 4. And I never got past like the early parts of Code Veronica because I couldn't get used to the tank controls. So I've only played the remakes and then like 5 onwards. And I do not enjoy 5 or 6, trust me on that. I'm actually really skeptical of RE5 remake, and I hope they do decide to do another RE1 remake or a Code Veronica remake instead. Because I would actually love, especially with Code Veronica, I would actually love a version of the game I could actually get through. So that I could experience the game in some capacity. But I would also appreciate another RE1 remake, because as much as I love the RE1 remake, it would be cool to see it even more expanded upon. Especially if they can do it right like they did the RE4 and RE2 remakes. If they could get the same level of care the RE2 and RE4 remakes had, and then include the stuff the first RE1 remake had, then I would fully be behind an RE1 remake. That's what I'm gonna call it, is a remake, because it's annoying to say first remake and second remake like I was just doing. That's some good Pepsi. Most of the time I'm recording videos, I've said this before, most of the time I'm recording videos, I'm either drinking water or drink mix of some kind. Like, a lot of times I'm drinking like Propel or Gatorade mixed in water. But sometimes I'm just drinking pure water. Sometimes I'm drinking like hot tea. Sometimes I'm drinking juice. I hardly ever drink soda when I do like record videos, but I do on occasion. Might be part of the reason I got so much energy, but usually soda doesn't affect me as much caffeine wise than other caffeinated stuff. Like, for example, I cannot have espresso for good reasons. I don't drink espresso for good reasons. It doesn't agree with me. What I mean by that, I don't mean it upsets my stomach or anything. It, like, makes me real hyper. Like, to an annoying degree.
In the east area.
Anyway. This video is almost over, and I kind of just like have said so much that there's not much left to say unless I just like hyper focus on the gameplay like I was kind of doing in the last part. Last part I was doing an amazing job at sticking to the topic of the game. I don't know what happened last part that I don't usually do, but like I think it might have had to do with the part of the game I was at. But I was hyper focusing on the game, like topic wise, which is something I wish I could do every video, but it's just not like, it's a habit I would have to force upon myself. And if I could ever force it upon myself, then, yeah, I'll be fine with that. But yeah. Anyway. I'm just being goofy because I want this. This is the one part I I like doing these longer videos for the fact that I could be more casual with I feel like I could be a little more casual with my commentary because I could still focus on the game at certain parts, but that I could like go on rambling more often, which I enjoy doing in these videos. These videos are kind of like an outlet for me to just ramble and vent. I do try to limit what I vent about though, because there are some really depressing thoughts I have that I try not to put in the video because, believe me, I hate the world, but I don't want that energy in these videos. I want to mainly have these videos being positive energy, maybe a little bit of like seriousness here and there, but I'll mainly want to give off positive energy and jokes and stuff. And a lot of thoughts I have that to vent about really go against that, and I just don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the guy to talk about depressing shit, you know? Like, it just ain't... I know sometimes I end up doing it anyway, but I try not to. Like, I've mentioned before that I have depression, and I've mentioned before that I hate, like, how, like, bigoted and prejudiced the world is. Like, I've gone on rambles about both of those things, and I feel like I need to not do that. I need to not do that. As much as possible, I need to not do that. I know, like, every once in a while, I really can't help myself, but for the most part, I need to, like, avoid doing that. Hello, Mr. Ivy. Bye, Mr. Ivy. I don't know if that one grenade did it, or if we're gonna need a second one, but I don't trust it. So we're gonna watch him flip around. Do we need a second grenade? There's another one right there. Do we need... I can't tell if it's dead or not. I really can't. See, these Ivies are kind of like the Crimson Heads in a way. They gotta be burned. You can't just kill them. They gotta be burned. They'll spring back to life. If you don't know what Crimson Heads are basically what zombies in RE1 Remake become if you don't burn their bodies after killing them. They're not the hardest things ever to deal with, but if memory serves me correct, Crimson Heads do have an instant kill attack, which is one reason you want to avoid them. Avoid, like, zombies turning into them. Because hunters have them too, but with hunters you can kind of just throw them back with the shotgun. I don't like wasting shotgun shells on a Crimson Head, so usually with them I just try not to sprinkle life in the first place. But yeah, from the looks of it, I killed one of these Ivy. This guy right here ain't dead. This guy right, I see his vines moving. I don't like it. But I also realized I gotta save these grenades for the lickers down here, because this was before I kind of like decided to try knifing lickers, which I do in the B scenario. But before that point, I kind of thought it'd be a stupid idea to try it, so I just didn't go for it. In the B scenario, I just kind of get desperate with them a little bit because ammo is a little more scarce early on in the B scenario. So like, I do get a little desperate with the lickers in the B scenario, which is why I even tried it. But, yeah. I don't like this area. There's a reason I don't like this area. Well, a few reasons. There's 5 reasons I don't like this area. 3 of them are playing dead over here. The other 2 are going to pop out behind me when I go down that hall. Well, technically they're going to pop out in front of me, but I'm saying like behind where I'm currently looking at. You know. But yeah, 3 of the reasons are right here, playing dead. The other 2 are going to jump down when I go down that hallway. I just don't like this room. It's too enemy heavy. Like, the only other room like this that I don't like is the, it's on the left side of the RPG. No, the right side of the RPG. The left side of the... No, yeah, it's... Is it the right side of the map? I forget. It's on the right side of the building, but I don't know if the map shows it on the right side or the left side. I think it's on the right as well when you pull up the map. But it's that one room you get the valve in. I don't like that room either. And you might be thinking, because I don't like this many enemies being in a room, why do I like RE4 and RE Village? Because those games give you a little more to do with that many enemies in a room. On top of that, you might be thinking, why do I not hate the hall where a licker spawns in, where zombies will literally horde up inside against you if you don't board up the windows later? Well, Because if you board up the windows, all you're dealing with is a zombie and potentially Mr. X later on. Or not a zombie, all you're dealing with is a licker and potentially Mr. X later on. So the room's not that bad if you're like... If you knew about that little room with the extra boards you could get early on, then you would have had all 3 boards to board up that hallway, but I didn't, so I still had to deal with a little bit of zombie down that hall. Was not fun. Anyway, we only got... Oh, yep. Here's reason number 4. His buddy, reason number 5, hasn't hopped down yet. There's reason number 5. Okay. Yeah, these guys... I don't mind lickers in the rest of the game. In fact, I kind of find them a little fun to fight. But this licker encounter in particular has always grinded my gears. Like, I've never enjoyed this licker encounter right here. It's just the room it happens in, how it happens. It just feels like a bit much, especially because you've just unloaded handgun or potentially... No. If you know how to play RE at all, it would have been handgun bullets. Especially because you just unloaded handgun bullets into zombies right before this happened. Like, when I say this room is a bit much, I mean this room is a bit much. It ain't just me, like, struggling, because I'm not really struggling that much from the... Okay, here I did try the knife to licker. Okay, apparently I tried it earlier on, and I succeeded. Okay, so that must have been when I figured it out. Okay, that just hit me because I actually forgot I tried it right here. I thought I waited to the B scenario, but no, I tried it right here. I got desperate right here, and it actually worked. Okay, my guy. I am low on handgun. I shouldn't even have wasted that shit, honestly. Especially because there wasn't even no loot in the corner. I'm like, god damn. I just wasted an ass around on this guy for no loot. Like, what the fuck, man? Passby, what are you doing? What are you doing, Passby? What are you doing? There's an Ivy that's going to spawn in here. Not right now, but once I turn the power on the floor below. Which, I don't know if I do that now or after I might get back to the main area, but we'll see. We'll see. At this minute, I'm just trying not to, like, go on another tangent or rambling because we only got 2 minutes of the video left, and I know if I start... I know I have a few videos where I started rambling or went on a tangent that I couldn't finish, and I had to interrupt myself to end the video. So, whenever I'm like, I've got less than 3 minutes of video left, I'm going to start trying to basically not do that anymore by that point in the video. Or try to wrap up, if I'm already rambling or on a tangent, try to wrap that up really quick. No, Bads, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. It's at this point, like, okay, I kind of realized it years ago, but, like, I kind of forgot. Over time, it's kind of easy for me to forget it because I don't use them a lot against anything that's not a boss or a licker or something. But, the acid rounds. It was at this point that I actually remembered that they deal damage over time. Because that zombie, I didn't hit him at all. But then he lost his last little bit of health right when he was grabbing me. And he died. So that kind of right there was like my reminder. Oh yeah, these things deal damage over time. Because I never use these against anything that's not bosses. Or no, I use them against the G adults sometimes. But outside of them and bosses, I don't think I really use acid rounds that much. I kind of just got desperate in this run because I was out of handgun ammo. So I had to like resort to using them on zombies, but I don't usually do that. Usually I'm a little better with keeping up with my handgun ammo, but this run I kind of was slacking on it. So, yeah. This was, in my defense, this was a run that I had started after not playing the game in over a year. Like, but also against my defense, this was like my 14th run of this game overall. If you count scenarios individually, it's like my 14th run. But yeah, I'm going to be ending off the video here. So, bye.